welcome back to Max Reaction. Back for another reaction. I know I haven't been doing too many lately. Basically like one in the last 2 months, but getting back into it. And one of my fellow subscribers I became friends with actually has created a channel. We're going to check out one of his videos. It's movies that were shot in the Philippines. His channel is called YarTV. Definitely go subscribe to him. He's a good dude. He deserves the subscribers. And his name's Ray. So go by YarTV. Drop a hello to Ray. But we're going to check his video out. We're going to see what were some of the top movies shot in the Philippines.
And kindly share. Maraming salamat po. Today, I'll be featuring famous movies that was shot in the Philippines. First movie in my list is entitled Apocalypse Now. It is in the height of Vietnam War. Scenes were shot all over the archipelago, including the province of Laguna, Aurora, Quezon, and Zambales.
And this movie is a classic here in the United States. I've watched it myself only once. Absolutely loved it, but it's definitely a classic. It's one that a lot of people's gonna know about the movie. If watched it, but I personally didn't know that some of the scenes or all the scenes were shot in the Philippines. I did not know that. That's something I learned. That's pretty cool. So let's move on.
The movie was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. The cast in this movie are Marlon Brando, Martin Sheen, Robert Duvall, Harrison Ford,
big names,
Lawrence Fishburne,
big names,
Frederick Forrest, and Albert Hall.
I didn't know.
The second movie in my list is The Year of Living Dangerously.
Never seen that one.
It was shot in 1982.
Wow.
This movie is about romance, moral choices, and politics. The location was shot in Quiapo, Manila, and Banawe Rice Terraces. The actors in this movie are Linda Hunt, Mel Gibson, and Bemble Rocco. It was directed by Peter Weir.
Brian, Gillian Eden.
I don't really have any comments on that one because I've never seen it. Maybe I should check it out. Just see where the scenes was in the Philippines. That'd be interesting to me.
Third movie, The Officer and a Gentleman.
Never watched that.
In year 1982. An aspiring Navy pilot with an attitude problem. He struggled from his drunk father, and it took place in U.S. Naval Base in Subic Bay, Olongapo City. Directed by Taylor Hackford. Actors who are in this movie, Deborah Winger and Richard Gere.
Definitely big names have been shot in the Philippines as far as actors. Subic Bay, that one was filmed. I've never watched it. Never watched it. A lot of these movies seems like they're old. I wonder if there's any newer ones that were shot in the Philippines.
Fourth movie is entitled Missing in Action.
Seen that one.
The year 1984. It is again a successful Vietnam War movie.
Who couldn't forget?
The film took place in Quezon Province, Laguna, and Cavite.
Very cool.
Filipino actors also took part in this movie. It was directed by Joseph Zito, and the stars in the movie are Chuck Norris,
Legend,
Emmett Walsh, David Tres, Leonor Kasdov, Rick Segreto, and Belia Flores. Next,
in the United States, Chuck Norris is an absolute legend. We have a million memes of him, and the memes are always that Chuck Norris is a badass. Chuck Norris can do anything. Chuck Norris has so many like black belts and stuff like that. I don't really want to quote it because I'm not sure, but he's a badass. Even at his old age, I think he might be in his 80s. He's still a badass.
It's one of my favorite movie ever, entitled Platoon.
Platoon. I
Way
think I've
back
seen that
in
one.
1986. An American who gave up school and volunteered for combat in Vietnam.
Yes.
This was the first movie written and directed by a veteran of the Vietnam War.
That's cool.
He is none other than Oliver Stone. Shot was taken in Luzon, Cavite, Mount Makiling in Laguna, and Villamor Air Base in Pasay City. It was a star-studded film. Casting of William Dafoe, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, Johnny Depp, Kevin Dillon, Forrest Whitaker.
A lot of stars. And it seems like all these movies are like have to do with war that's shot in the Philippines, which is kind of fitting because there's been a lot of war in the Philippines, unfortunately.
Born on the 4th of July, the biography of Ron Kovic.
Never seen this.
He was betrayed by the country he fought for. A war veteran, anti-war and pro-human rights. Shot in Vigan, Ilocos region, one of the most historical places in the Philippines. Actors were Tom Cruise, Brian Larkin, Raymond Barry, Caroline Cava, and Joss Evans. Again, it was directed by the famous Oliver Stone.
Something that I recognize with my friend going through these movies and telling us who's been in them, what kind of stars. It's mainly been male actors and not really any actresses, maybe one or two. Kind of find it a little bit odd, but since a lot of these movies, if not all of them, are about war, makes a little bit more sense.
To be a Marine, Dad. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted.
In year 2000, the movie 13 Days was filmed in Clark Air Base in Pampanga.
Only 5 minutes warning.
They struggled to contain Cuban missiles. The actual F-8 aircraft used by the Philippine Air Force was shown.
That's cool.
Actors
cool.
were Kevin Costner, Bruce Greenwood, and Sean Driscoll. Directed by Ronald Donaldson.
I got a bad feeling about what's going on in there. Sir, I think we have to issue.
Born Legacy, 2012.
Yes.
Aaron
We all
Ross,
seen
an
that.
operative belonging to a Department of Defense Black Ops Operation Outcome, was assigned in Alaska for training exercises. Cross and Shearing traveled to Manila. Actors Jeremy Renner, Edward Norton, Rachel Weisz, John Arcilla, and Lou Veloso. It was directed by Tony Gilroy.
Good movie.
The second attack.
Pacific Rim,
Another good movie.
2013.
Third one hit Cobb.
It's a war between mankind and monstrous sea creatures.
This is not gonna stop.
They are trying to save the world from apocalypse.
We created monsters.
It drew flack from the Filipinos after its trailer showing the filthiest parts of Manila. It was also criticized by misspelling the name of our country, which is the Philippines.
They misspelled it?
Actors were Idris Elba,
Tisk.
Charlie Hunnam, and Rinko Kikuchi. Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Dreaded.
Avengers Infinity Wars 2018.
This one too?
It's a clip about Thanos resting in Banawe Rice Terraces. Final scene. After completing the stone, Banawe Rice Terraces is one of the 8 wonders of the world.
Yes.
Directed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo. Actors are Josh Brolin. That would be all.
I did not know all these movies had at least some scenes in the Philippines, if not a lot of the movies shot in the Philippines. I learned something new. I learned something new from my friend Ray. And you could learn a lot from Ray's videos. He's here to educate, kind of like in this video. So educate and entertainment. So check out Yar TV. His name's Ray. Like I said, say hello. Hopefully you liked my reaction. Hopefully you liked his video. and check out his other videos because he has many more and he'll keep producing them. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for not bailing out on me because I've been gone for, you know, a couple months. A lot of life things happening, but I'm back, I promise. And definitely comment what you want to see out of this channel down below. But for now, try to stay safe and happy. Peace.